The next part that is called a split pin. Now you can see this is what a last part of a connecting rod, split pin. Now the diameter from here to here is given as 2.5. That means each cylindrical portion is 1.25 millimeter diameter, and this diameter is not given. Let us assume it as 5 millimeter is the outer diameter. Now let me show you how to construct the seam. The small length of the pin should be supposed to be 25 millimeter. Now let me show you how to do this thing. Let me go for solid part. In the solid part, let us go for a sketch. Let me select the front plane as a sketching plane. Now using circle by center point. Now let us give the diameter as 5 millimeter and let me construct a circle somewhere here. After constructing this circle, now make use of a line command. Simply draw a line for some distance like this. After drawing these two lines, the internal portions must be trimmed properly like this. Then make use of symmetric relationship. These two lines must be symmetrical to each other. Now as I told you, let us give this radius as 2.5, that is nothing but diameter 5 millimeter. Then the distance between the center line and this line is supposed to be 2.5 divided by 4 millimeter, that is 0.625. Now it is showing as 0.62 because we have only 2 digits. Let me go for 3 digits. Now you can see it is 0.625. Now after doing these things, we know that the length from here to here it is given as 25. Now 25 mm is the shortest length. Now this is approximately 30 mm. Let me give that line as 30 millimeter. After giving this line as 30 millimeter, let me say return. After saying return, then say finish. Now once again using the same sketch, go for plane normal to curve. Go for plane normal to curve. Now select this as the curve. Select this as the curve. At that position, normally let me place a plane there. Now I have to do a circle whose diameter should be 2.5 divided by 2. Whose diameter should be 2.5 divided by 2, which is coming 1.25. Now let me construct it for a diameter as 1.2 millimeter. Let me construct a diameter for 1.2 millimeter instead of 1.25. It has to be started from this portion. Let me say return, then say finish. Now you can see there are 2 sketches have been prepared like this. After preparing these 2 sketches, we have a command called swept protrusion. Where the swept protrusion will be, it will be along with the revolved protrusion. Let me go for swept protrusion. Don't do any changes here, just say OK. Then it will ask for the path. Which is the path? Whatever the first sketch we have created, that is the path. Accept it. Then it will ask which sketch has to be swept along this path. The small sketch what we have constructed. Now let me say finish. Now you can see the sketch is going to revolve around this path. Sorry, not revolve. The sketch is going to move along this path. How it is going to look like in the same fashion the sketch has been developed. Swept protrusion means a sketch will be going to swept along its profile. Now this is the profile and this is the sketch. This is how this can be done. Now make use of revolved protrusion, or sorry, make use of revolved cutout or the regular cutout, and after selecting the cutout, let me select a front plane. Let me select a front plane as a sketching plane. Sorry, cutout plane. Now what is the thing I am going to show you is I am just going to do the cutout like this. So let me zoom this much more. So starting from this surface, let me draw a line. It is an open profile. Say return. It should be cut on both the sides. Now on both the sides you show here. This is how the split plane is going to look like. Now after drawing the split plane, you can hide all these things. You can hide all those things. Now you can see it can be seen very easily and properly. Or else you can do the revolved cutout to obtain the sharp edges like this. To obtain the sharp edges like this, we have to create a plane here. Then you can do the triangular shape and you can do the revolved cutout, then we can achieve the sharp corners like this as it is shown in the sketch. Now this completes the 10th part of a connecting rod, that is called as split pin. Now let me go for a command called save. In the summary, type it as split pin. Then it should be saved in the same name, split pin.